Hey everyone, and welcome to the second part of the Mediterranean Revival. I actually brought a special guest today, who you might know as Gywn.
Hi.
Yeah, this was kind of random, but I'm glad you got to hop on because, I don't know, I actually really wanted to talk about the build with you. And I'm sure a lot of people would actually like to hear, like, what we thought while building this. And
Yeah.
it's just the whole idea of how it happened was, like, literally so random.
Yeah.
Didn't I just message you and ask if you wanted to collab? I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah. It was just like, I don't know, one day I posted something that I was like having a builder's block, and then you were like, hey, I'm having one too. Maybe we can collab.
Oh, right, I remember that too, because I actually did have a builder's block, and I knew that I wanted to get back into building, and I was like, what to do? And then I was looking for people to collab with, and honestly, we don't really have that many speed builders, or at least maybe we do have a lot of speed builders, but speed builders who build similar to me, and I feel like you do. And I was like, wait, what? Why don't we collab? And actually, I'm so glad that we did. Like, the build really did turn out really nice.
Yeah, it really like pushed me on my boundaries. Like, I felt like I wanted to like make this like the best build ever, and it was really fun to like play around with it. Like when that like you already established like this really nice layout and stuff, so I just had to like go in and just do the rest, and it was kind of a nice way to do that.
I'm glad you liked it. I don't know, because when I usually do exteriors, like I like to help the person who's doing the interior bit and just like show them where I imagine different things to be. You know, obviously I don't mind when people change things. And I saw that you made a couple changes which were so smart and so nice. Like I love how you expanded the kids' bedroom in the very back. That room is genuinely one of my favorite ones in the house. I loved it so much. And like the colors and everything, and you matched the entire house so well. Like even if you use different color schemes, it still kind of gave off that Mediterranean aesthetic.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. That was like the hardest part for me, was like figuring out where I wanted to take the interior, because like I wanted to like match the exterior a little bit, and that was like the hardest part for me, was trying to get it to like how I want, like what kind of style I wanted to do.
You nailed it.
I also found that it was really easy.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it, and like I like that all the bedrooms, like they're similar, but they're also different.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yeah, no, you honestly did really well. Like, I don't know, I feel like the hardest part for me while doing the exterior was probably the landscaping. It's not that it was hard, it was just, in the end, I remember I was being so annoyed because I was doing it for 2 hours at that point, and I still needed to do like this one last bit where the pond is. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. But I pushed through somehow. Like when I finished it, I was like, OMG, no way. I remember.
Yeah, that was a process.
I remember that weekend when we were building, because, well, I finished the exterior in the weekend, but I made you stay up twice, right? I felt so bad for that.
The first night wasn't bad, but the second night I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, I did take a long time.
Yeah, it was like 3 a.m. for me, and I go to bed like normally around 10, so I was like dying, but it was okay because I just had to like watch shows as you build, so it was fine.
Oh, you see, for me, I go to sleep really late always. I don't have a good sleeping schedule. I mean, when I was busy with schoolwork, I did, because I don't know about you, but when I get back home from school, I just want to sleep. And then I fall off. Like, I generally just fall asleep at 10. I don't know. So, but when I don't have school, I usually just don't have a really good sleeping schedule. And I remember, like, I made you stay up so late because I pulled like an all-nighter doing this build.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Like, I think 4 is the latest I've ever stayed up.
Really?
Like, that is the latest. Yeah.
Personally, I was just kind of desperate to get this build out because I think the morning I finished this, like I was supposed to leave for the airport, like in the afternoon. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, it was right before our trip, and I remember I slept so long on the plane because I was working so hard on this build.
But well, that works out though, because you can just like sleep it all off, and you wake up in the next country or whatever, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, true. But then I wasn't necessarily lucky because I got a seat like in the middle of the row,
Oh, that sucks.
next to two strangers. So, and it was like a 3-hour flight, so it could have been better, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
I remember I got back to the hotel and I slept so well.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I guess, you know, it was an experience. It was definitely worth it. I mean, for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad I stayed up. And I feel like this probably won't be the last time we will ever collab.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do another one.
Oh, definitely.
It really like helped me because like the hardest part for me is coming up with like an exterior and like landscaping. And once I have that, it's pretty easy. And like you did that for me, so then it was really easy. But I was like,
really,
it really helped.
For me, it's like the entire opposite. Like I can easily build like an exterior, and I have so many unfinished builds with just finished exteriors. But when it comes to interiors, it takes me ages to finish a build. Like oh, sorry, you
it definitely takes a long time for me, but I don't know, like having that base layout is like just what I need, and then it's like I can go from there. Like right now I'm having an issue with the build because I just can't get the exterior right. I just want to build, but I literally can't find like any inspiration or like something I want to base it off, and it's so hard.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I guess it's kind of easy to do all of this, but it's like with the interior, like looking for all the inspiration and just trying to come up with like a genuinely original interior is so hard for me. I don't know. So I'm kind of glad that it worked out for both of us because I cannot do, well, I can do interiors. They just take ages. Like for example, the ski chalet, I think you know the build, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think I built the exterior in like 3 days, but then the interior took me 2 months.
Oh my gosh. I don't know we built it in 3 days, like the exterior part, because that's massive.
Yeah, it was massive, but it's just like exteriors are kind of easy for me, but interiors on the other hand, like if I want to make a genuinely good interior, I need to basically build a room, like a room a day. Is that
that's what I try to do.
Really?
Yeah, like build a room a day.
I don't know. Well, I guess I still take longer anyways.
Well, it normally ends up being sometimes 2 rooms if I get like the right stuff going and it goes faster, but it takes a long time.
But you finished this pretty quickly if you built like a room per day. Because
yeah,
I don't know, like what, it took you less than a week?
It definitely took me like 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah, I think, well, I started getting busy, so it was like kind of hard for me to find the time to like do 1 room per day, so it ended up being like a few rooms per day at one point and stuff, but it was just like I sat down at like a certain time and just cranked it all out until like dinner, and then I would just like that's what I would do.
You see, I didn't even notice because I was on my trip, but
yeah.
I don't know, it was really like nice seeing all the updates while I got back to the hotel and I just see a message from Gywn and it's a wonderful kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your favorite room though? Like, do you have a favorite space in the house?
Oh, I don't know. I really like the living room and the kitchen a lot. I had a hard time with the living room. I don't know why. Like the space was just like super big, and I was like, the living room was like the hardest part for me. I was trying so hard to like make it. I don't know. For some reason, I had a harder time with the living room, but I really like the kitchen. I just like all the detail, and the stove. I really like the like oven and stuff.
Yeah. I personally really like how you utilized the sunroom. Like, how you made it like a very cute dining room. I loved it so much.
I love the dining room too. That's another one of my favorites.
The chairs. I saw that a lot of people actually like the chairs, even on TikTok, and you made a tutorial because a lot of people were asking for it.
Yeah. I love those chairs. I was like, I wanted to like make it, you know, extra and stuff, and so then I kind of did that and it worked, so.
Oh, it worked perfectly. And yeah, like the living room, even though it took you a while, it was definitely like the final outcome, it was so nice. Like I loved it. And I really like the office.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the office. I don't like making offices for some reason that much. But that office, I really love how that turned out. Like, I loved it. It was worth the work for that one. It
was super cute. And I also love how you can, from the office, you can see into the bedroom that's across the entire house. Like,
yeah, I love that hallway. I wanted to, like, add more stuff to it, but yeah.
And then you also, like, when I was touring the house, I completely forgot about the guest house.
Oh yeah, that was like the last thing I did, and that was kind of like I just kind of copied and pasted a ton of stuff from the house to that room to that house. So
well, it's a guest house, so
yeah.
who cares? I mean, honestly, when I did the exterior, I didn't even think that this would be 6 bedrooms. Like that.
Yeah, it's kind of deceiving.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I felt so bad that I made you do so much, because I thought that it was gonna be like a 2 3-bedroom house max, and then this turned out to be like literally a 6-bedroom house. I think it's one of the biggest houses on my channel.
Yeah, it's good though, because like I don't have a lot of big houses on my channel. Like I always limp out at like 3 bedrooms, like max probably. Well, there's a few that are bigger, but like this is definitely the biggest build that I have done. So
really, oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is a start to big builds, maybe. No?
Yeah. It was definitely like really hard because I always have this issue when I build stuff that I get so sick of seeing it, and it's like so hard for me to like finish it because I get so sick of looking at it. I'm like, I'm so done with this house. I want to move to the next thing. And so like having a big build kind of like was kind of hard to be able to do that, but I actually didn't like get sick of it that much until like the very end, like patio furniture. I got sick of it, but I didn't that much.
You have no idea how much I relate to you. Like,
yeah, it's so hard. Like my friends always come on my server and be like, "I love your house." I'm like, "I hate it now." Like it's so bad.
Because you don't want to look at it. You've been looking at it for so long. You don't want to see it again in your life.
Yeah, I'm like, I hate it now. I look at it too much, and I don't like a lot of the rooms anymore. But
oh, for me, it's like it's not that I don't like it anymore. It's just that I've seen it so much. I just don't want to look at it ever again. Like I think that's I think that's like for me too. It's like it's not like I hate it, but it's just like I've seen it so many times that I'm like I don't want to look at it again. And I think it's still like I still love it how it turns out, but I'm just like I don't know. For me, it's like the modern farmhouse and the mountain suburban, the 2 houses that that were big that I built back to back. I honestly couldn't look at them again after I finished them. I didn't want to see them again. I didn't want to do anything with them. It's because I was just so sick of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's also why it took me a long time to edit the second part of this like speed build, because I was like, I'm so sick of looking at this house. I don't want to edit. I don't want to look at the footage. I don't want to like do anything with it. And then, well, I also got busy too, but that was another probably reason I kept pushing it off.
Gwyn, like I'm literally the same. That's why I take ages to post like part 3s and part 4s. Like, you know, that winter build, it's a winter build, the ski chalet, but I'm only posting part 4 out of 8 just now. So
oh yeah, I feel so bad because people started to ask me like, oh, when's the second part coming out? And I was like, this weekend, it's coming out this weekend, and then it maybe wouldn't come out that weekend, and then it's like, oh.
I always do this. I feel guilty. But okay, now you guys understand. It's hard for us.
Yeah.
But as much as we probably would have wanted to say more, it's the end of it's the end of the video.
Oh my gosh, it was so fast.
I know, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
We should.
It was so fun working with you and like collabing.
Well, let's hope for a better future collab. Honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
we should totally do it again.
Honestly, you guys are gonna see it one. Well, but thank you for being here. I'm sure a lot of us enjoyed it. But
thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. Well, bye everyone.
Bye.